Overview of study. The Hyatt Hotels is one of the most famous brand with a long operate history over 50 years. Hyatt Hotels Corporation is an international company based in America, which is concerned with hotels operation. The corporation was initially owned by the entrepreneurs Jack Dyer, J. Pritzker, and Hyatt Von Den. According to Piao 2015, Hyatt Regency in Hong Kong was the first hotel established by the company outside the U.S. in its international strategy promotion in 1969. Moreover, brands known as Grand Hyatt and Park Hyatt were introduced in 1980. In 2004, hospitality assets belonging to Pritzker family business, such as Hyatt Corporation, were consolidated by a single name known as Global Hyatt Corporation. Piao 2015 informs that the name was changed to Hyatt Hotels Corporation in 2009. They are a successful business model of international development with a wide network operating system. Hyatt Hotels Corporation plays a role of the stakeholder. The Pritzker family is the owners, shareholders, and franchises. Therefore, the case study focuses to the strategy of Accretion International in the industry of hospitality, how to increase the business in the globalization and overcome the challenges by the effective methods through the Hyatt development. It mentioned and evaluated numerous techniques as the brand marketing and management, managing contracts and franchise, or corporate administration.
Hospitality industry has a fast economic development and globalization growth. A variety of global hotel and resort chains established and operated across over the world. There are numerous opportunities to expand the business in the area. It offers environment to develop for all types of business, such as small local group, franchise, or global firm. However, it has some passage which the firm have to overcome if they want to have a long growth as a global extension. The target market and external factor challenges. The hospitality industry has a significant develop with economic development. Service industry, the cash flow and activity cycle of business based on economic cycle. The industry tends to have a fixed cost operating more than variable costs. Thus, the rate of increasing revenue usually lower than the rate of increasing earnings. In addition, the business of hotel is influenced by the external factors. For example, the geographic condition of weather or seasoning might create a different environment to the strategy of operating. The industry competition is also at a high level. Hence, the branding is one of the primary factors lead to successful. Moreover, franchising takes an important role in expanding brand even if it has high risk in finance. According to the data in the case study data, the industry's growth index in the United States is quite positive. On the other hand, the long-term development still tends to increase in general industry over the world.
Background of the study. The achievement of the firm. Hyatt has to do the strategic process to improve the performance. It's necessary to create a strategy, analysis, election, and application. The goal of Hyatt is to be the most preferred brand in each customer's segment that we serve for our associates, guests, and owners. It can be achieved if they could demonstrate the resources, distribution to take disadvantage of core potentiality, and consideration about their strength, weakness, as well as their situation, the growth of the issues they need to face it. Hyatt mission and values in personal view the primary elements to maintain their consistency of their brand. It's the human resources the employee present for the brand image. The labor is the direction way which provide their product and service. Thus, Hyatt spend huge attention for their hiring and training system. Hyatt using the organic growth method in their organization. It seems to similar with other hotel chains. Almost half of the labor is working. A Hyatt Association office could residential on hotel or their ownership properties. The advantage of this method are the consume their proficiency and techniques, reduce interruption of cash flow and control the organizational culture. Although it contains some disadvantage as the shortage of innovation, diversities for inventory skills needed. The business completely depend on the skill and properties of a single individual.
To compare with other competitors, Yat owns smaller number of hotels, just over 500. However, they do not see it as a weakness in competitive. They turn into their opportunity to focus on their target market segment, which well known as luxury group. The loyalty plan for their guests called Golden Passport as an effective way to keep their inherent customers as well as approach the new potential guests. In area of finance, US operation contribute almost long-term assets and income. In more than 70%, the primary revenues come from their hotel business. Franchising fee and the company's management. Other resources are ownership properties. Beside that, Yacht set aside liquidity from cash equivalent and bank resources to invest for them develop in future. The brand portfolio of Yacht is huge. They continuing to expand the scale of operating to become the biggest corporation. They should keep up the new trend of technologies and economic to attract more customers as well as meet the demand of new market segment. To enter a new market as Asian, they need to understand local cultural laws, government policy, and customers' taste. The summation of market characteristic is key factor to create effective strategy. Asian is a huge market with numerous of potential. However, it's also a difficult market. For example, a lot of popular restaurant brands have struggled when they are operating in Asian because they cannot meet the demand of customer, as McDonald's situation in Vietnam and Starbucks in Australia.
Hyatt is on the right track to achieve their goals. However, they need to consider about their globalization strategy. First, they need to master their internal core factor and strengths. When they want to competitive and worldwide, the economic factor has the scale of target segment population, are the income average of the market, are the ethic and politic factors, has domestic policy, cultural and custom that probably should be focused when Hyatt want to enter a new location to operate. They could use the heretical method or franchising. Each method has own advantage and shortage. With heretical mode is high risk, low elasticity, and superior management. The strengths of franchising are faster development of global market, higher degree of manage than licensing and engendering economic scale. The loyalty program of Hyatt is an effectual strategy to enhance their brand image and communicate with customer. They should continue the strategy, however, it could be modified. The benefit depend on the location of the hotel.
Solution and recognition technology is a power tools for Hyatt to create their marketing strategy that they could make communication with another corporation and companies. For example, social media is a new and handy multi-channel platform to approach to get more customers. If they want to promote their brand image They can connect YouTube, Instagram capture, and publish best hotel video to famous social platform with celebrity who give high public recognition and acceptable. With Hyatt Imagine for China market, Twitter, the main apps to contact Instagram contract companies to do their online marketing partners.